Hi, and welcome back to the Real Sisters Real Estate Podcast. This is Christy Curtis with Berkshire Hathaway, the Bob and Rana Group.
Century 21 Jackson Hole. Things are good back in Wyoming, a little cooler, but that's okay. But yeah, good to be home. That was a quick jaunt, but
Yeah.
it was really fun.
It was really fun. We had such a good time, lots of delicious drinks and lots of delicious little stations for food. It was a really, really nice event. Check out our socials. We put up some photos for everything so everyone can follow along and see basically how spoiled rotten we are.
Eating our Wagyu beef.
I know. Who doesn't have Wagyu beef on a random Wednesday?
Yeah. Uh, totally worth the flight home and back, but it is good to be home. So that's nice.
It's always good to be home. Like, even it doesn't matter how long or where you are. To me, it's always like when it's time to come home, it's time to come
Oh, yeah.
home. Though, so then mom and I will be flying out first thing Friday and we'll see each other again this
We
weekend.
will. We'll see you in Denver, Colorado for Ella's gymnastics regionals. So good luck to Ella. I'm sure she'll do great. It's her first regional, so she's already very nervous.
I'm sure it's a big thing. Like, we just watched Hayden run for the Penn Relays, which is a big thing in the track world, and he crushed it. And then they have conferences at Salisbury this weekend, but I won't be there. I'll be with Ella. She'll be fine. We have to spread the love around. You want to go ahead and get into our numbers?
We'll get into our Tibor market update. We have a current days on market of 139 for our residential and 215 for our building sites. We have 1,091 active listings, 94 new listings, 33 went pending, and 21 sold. Continuing our upward trends of inventory into our spring markets, ticked up all around, ticked down on our days on market for both categories. So continuing to see the same trends that we have been seeing the last couple of weeks, and it seems like it's picking up even more. So good news here on for our site here.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, almost May, I would imagine that things will start to roll for you guys. Same here. It's going to be so nice this week. So we are looking really forward to it. So DMV current days on market is 16, so it went down by a day, so that's good. Active units is up 2%. Pending units is up 1%, and then closed is normal, back to not as many closed this week as this time last year. So down by about 1,000 units. So that's what we've been seeing. And then the national numbers, the interest rate is holding steady at 7.1. So I expect that will probably fluctuate again this week, just with the news that's coming out of the stubborn inflation. They're not even talking about doing rate cuts this year now, because the inflation, which was transitory, that has not gone away at all, is here to stay. So we will see what happens. I do not have any news from the big dogs. Do you got anything? Were you able to find anything
I
interesting?
scoured, and it was just kind of the same old, same old we've been saying. Rates aren't really going to go down. Inflation is, more stubborn than everyone expected. And I was just kind of like, well, we already say all this all the time. And there wasn't even any fun, like decorating stuff that I could come up with. So, short segment there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the only thing I heard this week that was interesting was something that was happening in Florida, but I've kind of already touched base on it too, taking malls, because no one goes to an actual mall anymore, and turning it into like residential or commercial property spaces to rent it out that way. Not commercial like an H&M, but like a
Sure.
corporate office. But nothing fun or cool, or it all just sucks.
It all just sucks, and I imagine we'll have a little more next week once the new job reports and all of that come out and the Fed continues to say the same old bullshit. So, um, get
Yep.
ready to hear that next week. We're looking forward to it.
More of the same. All right. You want to get into our what would you do? I think you have the story for us this week. In fact, I want to say you have everything for us this week, because I did nothing.
Well,
I said, "Oh crap, I did nothing." I don't, Jules, I hope you're you're gonna be in charge this week because I've got diddly
Well,
squat.
I came up with a bit, so except for the news, so beyond that, at least I got a little something here. But yes, I have a story. It comes from the real estate humor board on Facebook. I don't know if you follow any of those groups, but every once in a while they have some funny stuff that comes across. And
Okay.
let's see, Mr. Martinez writes, I got my first listing a couple years ago when I started in the industry. The seller was showing me around the house when suddenly there was a human sized box that fell over and popped out an S3X doll. I'm guessing that's, you know,
A
yes.
sex doll? For those of you that don't watch, Jules is humping things.
The seller was embarrassed, turned super red, and started stumbling over his words. To his surprise, I laughed and slapped the breast of the doll.
Oh my god.
He looked over at me and started laughing hysterically and became much more comfortable. I got the listing paper signed later that day. So good job.
Nice. Not like slapping a boob to get the deal done.
You got to do what it takes.
You really do. I mean, how else are you supposed to kind of break the ice in that
No.
one? He did what he needed to do. What that
Yeah,
was
no,
funny,
it
and it
did. You
worked.
know, you come across a lot of those where, oh, there's vibrators, or you walk in and people having sex, and I'm always like, oh, they're not really that funny. But I was like, this one is slapping the
That
boob.
one's different. Yeah, you always hear the ones where you walked in on grandma in the shower. I'm like, whatever, I'm sure it's a little fun. It's funny when you're in the moment, but to tell the story is not that funny. To have a sex doll fall and basically in your lap, and then you just smack the
That's
boob.
good
Yeah,
stuff.
no, that's hilarious. Good job, Martinez. Oh, that's a good one. Short and sweet, and yeah, got the job done. All right, you want to get into our reality
Sure.
show breakdown?
We watched Million Dollar Listing LA season 14, episode 11, Flag and Loathing in Las Vegas. So, a lot of fluff and stuff in this particular episode, not a whole lot of real estate going on. They're kind of a mess. The whole lot of them.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I wonder because there was definitely way more drama in this one there normally is. And I am wondering if it's more because they're in Vegas and they're not in their normal hustle and flow. Or, I mean, let's face it, when we're in a Vegas, we're pretty much drinking 24/7, which makes for drama, So I was unsure as to which one it was, or if it was a little bit of both. The females were definitely a little bit more emotionally charged on this one. And Flag as well, so I'll throw him in that boat as well. And Altman is just Altman. He's like, oh Jesus Christ. I'm here to do work. I don't need all this crap. We're here to do a job. Yeah, but a lot of drama in this one.
Yeah, definitely. Heather is upset that she doesn't go on the tour. But to Altman's, she doesn't do a great job of communicating like, "Hey, this is something I really want to go to." And let's face it, he's a dude. I've learned over
Right.
the years that if I want something or need something, like I just have to vocalize it. Like laying down little hints is not received at all. And yeah,
No.
and I
No.
feel like that's kind of what was going on here. But she got upset and then yeah, so they're a mess and he's kind of embarrassed, they're running around the house and
Right? I know. He's like, "Oh, what are we, 5?" Our clients are sitting right here. No, I was totally with him, and I felt the same way too. Like, if you really wanna do something, you're exactly right, it's a dude. They don't read your mind, and most dudes, especially in that kind of environment, there's a lot going on. Just tell him what you wanna do. You've been like he said, we've been working together and married, 10 years, and we still mess
yeah,
up. It's tough. I can imagine it's tough. So
that
just
is
tell him what you wanna
it,
do,
it's very true, but to her point, if the brother was there, there would have been no hesitation. He would have immediately, you know, been, "Hey, let's go." So, a
Oh,
little
yeah.
to that point, yes, absolutely, but, you know, fight for what you want and say it loud and proud. Mhm.
Communicate. It's literally all about communicating, and Lord knows we've all been in fights with our spouses because we did not communicate well on either or at all, just didn't communicate at all. So, yeah, but it happens. It's kind of nice to see that it happens to other people too. Yeah, and then Flag just kind of goes off the handle, like talking to Tracy's daughter that way, and yeah, it's calling her, just things you don't even want to repeat. So yeah, just a lot of drama, but really not much to dig in there. Amazing home sites. So they got a steep road ahead of them, but it'll be nice once it's finished.
Yeah, the builders are really putting on the pressure. And, rightfully so. As he said, he's like, "Hey, we brought you guys in for this to get it done." He's expecting, deals to be signed by the end of this party, which is a tall task for those guys. But beyond that, I mean, the $5.5 million house that they're staying in is like, damn, you really get a lot. Yeah, you get a
Baller.
lot out in
Yeah.
Vegas for that price. I think
Mm-hmm.
he hit the nail on the head when he was like, "You get a rundown pool that needs to be, redone."
Yeah, he's like, you get like a 1930s craftsman with a pool that needs to be redone, and he's not wrong. He's not
Yeah.
wrong. So, all right, Jules. So you want to get into our listing of the week?
Sure. So this week, the universe has listened, or maybe our Google phones, who are creepy, has also listened. We were talking a few weeks ago, like, "Oh, we wish, Kanye West would have a listing." And here we are. The universe has listened. And we have, so he goes by Ye now, just YE. We have
Mm.
his Malibu, California listing. It is listed by Jason Oppenheim of the Oppenheim Group.
Oh. Oh, okay, so he's on
Right.
Selling Sunset.
And who knows, we might be going there because we only have one more episode left in our $1 million listing, so we might have to dive into it. So we might know more from him later, but he has this listed.
Oof.
And it was originally listed for $53 million, and it has recently, as of last week, been slashed to $39 million, and we'll get into why.
Okay, that's a
It
huge
really
price
is.
reduction. So far, I mean, just the
The
view is
view.
beautiful, and I do love that glass door,
Yeah.
and that it's is that the end of the
Oh,
beauty?
yes. So I pulled these pictures from the realtor.com listing, and he was very clever in his listing. It has this beautiful house, and I do believe this is what it looked like before Ye bought it.
It's
Yeah, absolutely.
beautiful.
The house itself is 4 bedrooms, 5 bath, a little over 4,000 square feet, and the lot sits on a little over 5,000 square feet. Um, it was designed
Okay.
by the architect, I'm gonna butcher this, Tadoa Ando.
Okay.
Apparently, he's some famous guy.
Okay, well, that looks amazing. The outdoor
So,
space looks
so very
amazing.
pretty. Absolutely gorgeous house, and that's the outside of it
Oh, it's
when
amazing.
ye bought it.
Okay, now let's just show post. Oh, what happened? Why is there a big drape there? Where'd the glass
So,
doors go?
he completely started to renovate this house and gutted the entire thing and just decided not to.
And is trying to sell it for
So you can buy
39,000,000.
some concrete slabs. Now, I
What?
wonder, in the listing
What?
price, well, Ye bought it for, he bought it for 57 million. So even putting it on at 53 was already a loss, but still, I mean, I wonder at 39, I wonder if you're just paying for the land at this point. Like this is insane. It's
That is
oh, it's
insane.
horrible.
What in the world was he think? Well, he wasn't thinking. But why wouldn't you just finish the project? You're at a loss at this point. Just finish the project and then try to get what you can from it. Good
What was
God Almighty.
one of the lyrics that he says, "I told God not told me not to act reckless. I woke up and spent it on a necklace."
Yeah. I'm thinking that he was acting reckless. Wow. Can you imagine being their neighbor and how freaking pissed off you would be? Well, Kanye, maybe not your best purchase there. I assume he has many other properties. What a shame, because it was beautiful before.
It was very pretty. And now it's a disaster.
And now it's a disaster, a $39 million disaster. It's not, it's like you just have to take it down or put it back to
Right.
the way it was.
So it's so funny because it came across my news feed and I was like, what a disaster. And whenever I do the listings of the week, I always try to get the price range. I go to like realtor.com and I go to the neighborhood and get the price range and try to get what's uploaded from the actual listing agent. And I was like,
Yeah.
this is some trickery.
Absolutely. Can you imagine if you walked in there and you're like, hold on, is this like the artist rendering of what it's supposed to look like? Because this is
This
not
is
it.
not it. And he does the listing agent does say that it needs what it was like some plumbing, some electrical. I'm like, it needs a whole house.
At 39, yes, at 39 million, you should not have a, APR. Like, no, 39 million, I want my house to be, turnkey.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
So special
Oh.
stuff coming from old Yeezy there.
Well, that was a dump, so good job.
Good luck.
Thanks for showing us a bunker.
The house before was absolutely gorgeous.
It really was stunning before he got his, warped little hands on it, so
Yeah, I
not good.
guess he's having some cash issues and was trying to sell it fast, but I don't see this moving real quickly. I mean, maybe they should think about another $15 million price reduction.
I mean, I don't know the Malibu market from what we've seen, it's pretty high dollar, but even the amount of money you'd have to put into it to bring it back to where it needs to be is just gotta be insane. Because if you're going to be in the Malibu market, you want the house to be just stunning, you know? The
Oh,
location
yeah.
looks
The
stunning.
location looks great. Uh,
What a shame.
Whoever does take this on is gonna have basically a brand new house, so it will be beautiful again, and someone will. Someone will take it on, of course.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, someone will. For the right price, someone will take it on and make it absolutely stunning, and then we'll be selling it for,
Oh,
120
yes.
million.
Exactly, exactly.
All right. Well, thanks for showing us that dump. You want to move on to our tip of the
Sure.
week?
So my tip of the week comes from us being a train wreck, and it is help yourself out.
When are we a train wreck? Oh, yeah, we are a train
Yes,
wreck this
yeah.
week. Yeah, this week we are.
So we both chose fun over doing anything to help ourselves out, and today we were quite a train wreck. I mean, to the point that I got a new little ring light. Could I have opened it up anytime last week? Yes. Did I choose to? No. I went with 5 minutes
No.
before we started recording, so
You know, why? It's brand new. Hopefully
it
it
did.
works.
Luckily, yeah, so my tip
Right.
of the week is just try to help yourself out, even if you take that 15 minutes and you really don't wanna get up off the couch, um, maybe do it because today I am just swamped.
Yesterday, full disclosure, I knew I had a very, very busy day today before recording, and I chose to hang out with my friends. The weather turned beautiful. I already had brunch plans. After that, I was supposed to come back and buckle down, and I didn't. I didn't get hammered. I wasn't hungover or anything today. I knew I had a long day, but I just chose to not do what I needed to do. So yes, all right. This week we did not choose well, but most of the time
Usually.
we're on our game. Usually. My tip of the week is don't judge a book by its cover.
Very good tip.
Yeah, sometimes in our industry, we think that because someone doesn't drive the right car or, just present themselves in the way that we perceive someone to have money, um, means that they don't have money. And, sometimes people will disregard them. Not all of us. But I will be the first to admit sometimes I do that. I do that. So, that's and every time I do it, I come away thinking to myself, "You're such an asshole. Like, these people are so nice. You are such a jackass, Stop being such a judgy, Judge Judy, Stop being a dick." So, don't judge a
That's a
book by its
great
cover.
tip. Somebody walked in my office last week and she was like, I don't want to touch your hands. She changes tires. She was there to sell property and it all worked out. Yeah, so very good tip. It's hard to do though, but good tip, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, don't be a jerk. Just because they change tires doesn't mean that they're not coming from $1 million plot of land that there was passed down
That's
through
right.
generations. So just treat everyone fairly. I mean, we're supposed to anyway, but reality is people are judgy. So, and they probably look at me and go, "That girl's got a lot of hair." Had real bushy hair today. So that happens.
Well,
But
that's
that's all I
good.
got.
Well, all right. Well, I think that wraps us up. Pretty short, sweet episode this week.
Short and sweet. Yeah, short and sweet to the point. We will do better next time.
Do
Third tip,
better.
do better.
We will do better. Hopefully, we'll have
We'll do
something
better.
newsworthy next week. But as of this week, we'll go ahead and wrap it up there. As always, be sure to catch us on all your streaming platforms. If you have any funny tips, tricks, send them our way at realsistersrealestate@gmail.com.
And follow us on social media. We're on all the platforms. So follow us on social media too. We're going to put some stuff up. There should be some stuff up for our trip to Nobu and dinner that was from last week. So we could always use some followers there as well.
Absolutely. We'll take a few, maybe do a quick little TikTok or something out of Denver this weekend. That would be fun.
Oh, fun. That'll be fun. All right. Well, we'll
All
see you
right.
next
We
week.
will. Bye.
Bye.